Do you guys think that Bitcoin will go to zero?
Possibility? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We don't know, but why I think that that possibility is very small is the world needs a currency actually right now. We are in an internet age where people or merchants don't care how much cash you have. Right? It's just not feasible carrying, let's say, $1 million is just too heavy, right? And it's not flexible, right? We are in a stage where almost everything you will do online. You pay online, right? You don't have that physical money. So, and I would rather, if I am a billionaire or whatever, I would rather exchange my gold into Bitcoin rather than gold to fiat currency. Because fiat currency is, we all know this, there's an inflation, right? And there's really no value in it if there's no gold. All of them are backed by gold or assets, right? But fiat currency by itself is just paper, right? No value in it, right? So that's why yung sa akin is there's a possibility na pwedeng maging zero, probably if there's a war or ano kayang prices there is, but I am more on Bitcoin going to like 100,000 or more. I'm on that side. Right.
More on the positive side.
More on the positive side. Even if it goes like 10,000 now, maybe I'll use it as an opportunity to buy more.
I think that will be my opportunity now to get one Bitcoin when it goes really down. Ikaw, Sir Henry?
Actually, there's always a possibility. Wala namang 100% eh. So, though that possibility is there, but the probability is, I believe, is very low. So, yung iba nga, sabi nila before, nung nasa 60,000 pa yung Bitcoin. I don't think so you will see another 50,000 Bitcoin. But now that we are around 35,000, 30,000, playing around between 30, everyone is very skeptic and say, the next target for Bitcoin is 20,000. So, may mga ganun na sentiments. And I think, magandang makita tong part na to. I was actually, this is normally used by analysts kasi makikita na dito yung part na where you could actually check the fear and greed index, yan, yung mga ganyan sentiments. So we could check that. Yeah. So I think very familiar naman tayo dito sa part na to eh. So from here, makikita mo talaga yung sentiments before nandito tayo sa 80 plus, 90 plus, then suddenly we're down here on 18. Last time I checked this one, I remember bumagsak pa to ng 14 eh.
Yes.
So yung mga ganun na klaseng sentiments, and dyan mo talaga makikita na there's a cycle in the market. So for pagka mga ganun na, though nabanggit ni Sir Simon, I think you guys are doing na mas mag-concentrate in gaining Bitcoin and Ethereum. Siguro doon kami may konting meron tayong konting sabihin ng discrepancy, but I'm also pro Bitcoin. It's just that if I identify that the market is a bit bearish, I would rather put my asset into cash or not cash but stablecoin. So that if given opportunity na makapasok ulit in a lower range, then I'll try to do it. Yun nga lang, of course, meron ka kasing mga assets din na hino-hold eh. Hindi mo naman siya basta-basta binibenta din. Lalo na kung nakastake ka. I'm not sure if our audience or yung mga kapanood dito is aware already about staking, where just like in traditional banking, kumikita yung yung asset, or if you could compare this in stocks, merong mga dividend, may mga companies na nagbibigay ng dividend. So I try to choose those assets or those coins or those altcoins, sabi nga nila, that has real value, or sabi mong utility, may usage sila, and at the same time, they provide dividends kung i-compare mo sa mga stocks. But in reality, it's actually part of staking, where in support, you also are giving security sa blockchain.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So, wala akong masyadong share siguro. Sabi ko nga, I started very small. Kaya, para sa mga audience natin, it doesn't matter how small or big you are, as long nag-invest ka sa research mo, pinag-aralan mo talaga siya, I think you will have that opportunity. Ang ano lang talaga is yung meron ka ng ginawang decision and then suddenly nagsisisi ka pa. I think lahat tayo prone doon eh. Even I myself is guilty na bakit ko ba binenta agad eh, umakyat pa? O kaya ano, bakit hindi ko agad binenta? Bumaba pa tuloy. It's really given. So, kaya sabi nga nila, mahirap hulihin yung market sa pinakamaba or maibenta mo siya sa pinakamataas. Nangyayari man yun, pero mahirap. Even though we guys knows how to do technical analysis, pero still, hindi mo kasi, pero mga biglang black swan event na nangyayari, o kaya naman yung mga biglaang FUD sa market, so hindi mo naman kontrolado yung mga. But of course, the technical support will be able to assist you on what is the trend, and you could take advantage of that. May Bitcoin ako pero konti lang. More on the other assets na nakikita ko mas makapagbigay sa akin. But again, pag sa bear market, I agree kay Sharon kasi itong mga alts na to, kung nakita natin last time, yung Bitcoin bumagsak ng 50% pero yung iba bumagsak ng 80%, 60%. Sabi nga yung sentiments ng market, pag ang Bitcoin I don't know kung nandito na tayo sa side ng topic na to pero pakikita natin yung isa sa character ng Bitcoin, kapag bull market, konting akyat ng Bitcoin, akyat lahat ng alts na mas malaki.
Yes.
Tapos pag nag-sideway ang Bitcoin at na-define yung range ng kanyang movement, ang altcoins panic pa din. Yes. Pero pag bumagsak ang Bitcoin sa bull market, bagsak pa rin lalo ang alts. Imagine that kung bear market, konting galaw lang ni Bitcoin during the bear market, pag bumagsak ng konti, kahit sideways siya, ang alts talaga hirap na hirap. Hirap na hirap siyang gumalaw. So I think that's one important na ma-identify mo din yung ganong klaseng character ng market.
Diyan yun papasok yung why we should trade altcoins against Bitcoin. The idea there is you use the volatility of altcoins to gain more Bitcoins, right? So actually one of it is you can consider USDT as your altcoin. Those stable coins, you can consider it as altcoins, right? But there are altcoins that you can see that it is just bullish over Bitcoin. So those are altcoins that you want to trade, right? Until you just follow it, you hold it until kung saan pupunta yung trend na yun. So you follow the trend. Once the trend changes, that it becomes bearish now, then you have to choose another altcoin which is bullish against Bitcoin. So it could be like your USDT, it could be like ADA, it could be like Ethereum. The goal is at the end of the day is we probably have different goals here, but the ultimate goal that I have is just want to accumulate more Bitcoin in the process. The thing right now that sometimes actually sa bearish market, it is very good that your choice of altcoin is your USDT because it's stable, right? That's your choice of altcoin. But in a bullish market, your choice of altcoin are those altcoin like ADA or Ethereum or those other altcoins there, not the stable coin, right? So if I have to summarize it in two sentences, in a bull market, the most effective way to accumulate more Bitcoin is you trade it with altcoins. But in a bear market, the only way to gain more Bitcoin is you have to trade it with stable coins or an so-called altcoins pa rin siya. Yan yung parang reference ko. That's why for pag nagte-trade ko, lagi ko talagang tinitingnan yung Bitcoin because all those altcoins, yung mga galaw nila, naka-reference lang sa Bitcoin. Ina-amplify lang niya. Ina-amplify niya on a positive side. If on a negative side, then ina-amplify din niya to the negative side. Ganun yung mga galawan ng altcoins. Right? So, para hindi ako mahirapan sa pag-trade is isa lang yung tinitingnan ko. Ano ang galaw ni Bitcoin. Based there, saka ako nag-trade ng other altcoins. Yeah.
I agree with that. Kasi nga, iba-iba rin naman kasi tayo ng goal or ng yung target. So, but again, gusto ko yung sinabi ni Siron na during the bear market, you go for stable coin until such time na you're confident already or you think na I think mas gusto ko na mag-start na cost averaging na tinatawag or DCA. Kasi nga hindi mo rin alam kung kailan yung pinaka-bottom
Yes,
so if you think sa sarili mo na, I think I'm good no matter what, kaya gumalaw yung market na to, I'm happy to have this part of Bitcoin sa ganitong amount. So, pag ready na ulit ang trend na bumalik sa upward, then nakaposition ka na. Yun naman yung advantage ng part na yan. So again, trading, investing, although they have the same goal, pero iba pa rin syempre yung time frame nun Kaya minsan nagkakaroon pa ng mga pagtatalo, nakikita ko, hindi ka trader or hindi ka investor or vlogger ka lang or whatsoever.
Trader ka na naging investor.
Mga ganun. So, hindi naman natin sila pinagtatawanan, but nagiging usapan na lang din to kasi nga parang wala naman tayong dapat pagtalunan. We just need to focus on yung goal natin and yung time frame natin.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean na mali ka or mas tama ako. Ang ano lang dun is iba-iba ka rin kasi tayo ng risk management. So correct, yung mga risk tolerance natin iba-iba. Kaya ibig sabihin na etong strategy ko magiging effective din to sa'yo. Hindi, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yung isang friend ko nga, mas malaki pa yung kinita niya, mas nauna ako sa kanya, bagong-bago lang siya, mas malaki pa yung kinita niya. Pero yung risk naman niya, as in nag-all in siya. Sabi ko, hindi ko kaya yung ganung klaseng risk. Yun, yung mga ganun na yung mga ganun na strategy, hindi natin talaga ano din yung bawat isa. But, of course, maganda na na-challenge yung strategy natin. It will actually strengthen kung ano yung stand mo sa market. So, gusto ko talaga madinig kung ano yung strategy ni Ma'am Ma'am Jessie. Puro tayong dalawa nagsasalita tol Gusto ko madinig. Ito naman yung interview natin.
Hintay ko yun.
Lugi tayo
Ganun ba? Ako nga yung nagtatanong Hindi kasi ang strategy ko din, usually, hindi ko rin din kaya kasi yung ganon, yung risk taker talaga. Although, sometimes, aaminin ko, nag-scalp ako kapag nag-tweet si Elon. Kapag nag-tweet siya, scalp ko yan, 5 minutes. Ano yan? Dodge against BTC. Para lang maka-accumulate ng BTC yun. Sabi ko, kaya yung notification ko kay Elon Musk talagang as in talaga nandun na parang nag-tweet siya ng Dodge. O yan, tataas na ulit yung Dodge. Ganon.
Yan yung tip, mag-download kayo ng Twitter.
Yun, number one talaga yun.
Tapos wait mo lang siya pag ano. For sure, as in, ano na yan, proven na yan, 100% tumataas ang Dodge every time na nag-tweet siya. Pero
Kaya
more
pala.
nga ako, pinapractice ko nga yung sinasabi ni Sir Cyron about accumulating Bitcoin. Although, yung, kasi di ba sa PNL ko, for sure, negative siya since Bitcoin nga, bumaba talaga siya ng todo. Pero, tinitingnan ko, yung sa trading journal ko, may trading journal kasi ako na naka-Excel siya. Tapos meron doon percentage of win and loss. Sabi ko, okay pa naman yung percentage ng win ko kaysa sa loss. Parang ganun. So, parang, although negative yung port ko, yung PNL ko, sabi ko, hindi ko na lang yan titingnan muna hanggat hindi tumataas yung Bitcoin. Parang ganun. Kasi, parang nga sa akin, parang yung nilagay ko kasi pera doon, willing ko na hindi siya under my savings, hindi siya under my emergency fund, parang ganon. So, sabi ko, I just want to be part of that culture na parang, I wanted to get more Bitcoin, get more into cryptocurrency. Not only in Bitcoin, hindi lang naman Bitcoin yung hawak ko. Siyempre, may mga ibang hawak din ako. Pero, yun nga, kumbaga parang, ang ginawa ko ngayon, since bumaba nga yung Bitcoin, and hindi muna ako nagtitrade against, yung mga pairs. Kumbaga parang, lagay ko muna siya nga sa stake. Then, yung iba sa earn, sa flexible earn, para at least nag-accumulate pa rin na interest kahit na hindi ako nagtitrade. Tapos, sa flexible kasi, pwedeng parang, kapag may good entry, pwede mo siyang i-cancel kagad, i-exit kagad, parang ganon. So, ganon ang ginagawa ko ngayon.
Yeah, maganda yan. Actually, I really appreciate na ginawa mo yan. Actually, yung staking, para siyang time deposit. I think yung market naman natin is, it will not end abruptly, just like what happened 2017. The reason being why na parang hindi mangyayari yung similar na scenario before is there's a huge difference on kung sino yung mga nagpumasok sa cryptocurrency na space. Way back 2017, that's the third cycle. Ang mga pinakamalalaking tao lang doon is probably the brothers, who's the one who owned Gemini. But other than them, there's no other big guys or nor company na nag-focus talaga or nag-provide talaga ng investment schemes for Bitcoin. Wala eh.
Michael Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Tapos yun nga si Ray Dalio na ngayon.
But now, at this bull market, nakita naman natin the presence of Tesla or Elon Musk actually put it to another level talaga. Tapos ang dami ng mga companies like MicroStrategies, yung mga companies na mga big fund managers na pumapasok sa Bitcoin and thereby creating some sort of like a trust fund. Yun ang parang mafe-feel mo na mahirap na siya pabagsakin to the level of, let's say, even like back to $100 or $1,000. Medyo mahirap because of that participation in these big companies. The thinking is a bit different actually for the people now, particularly this crisis. It gives another level of thinking na mag-adapt na tayo for cryptocurrencies, right? Kasi anywhere in the world right now, if you are just a simple country and you're only basing the value of your money based on your products or goods sa country mo is like, and in times of pandemic, talagang may mataas na inflation, diba? Whereas Bitcoin itself is back around the world, right? So if China fail, may FUD siya, bababa siya, but the value of Bitcoin, hindi siya goes to sobrang baba talaga kasi all the other assets or all other Bitcoins are owned by people outside of China. But if you're, let's say, holding currency, fiat currency, let's say US dollar, and let's say there's a significant crisis in the US, of course, the value of your US dollars becomes smaller, right? So mas like sa atin, maybe the easiest way is peso. So kung may crisis sa Pinas, so yung peso bababa to $1 or maybe back to 55 pesos. So, yung mabibili ng 100 peso mo, sobrang liit na lang, right? Especially if we are importing goods, right? So, ganun
Ano
nangyari.
ba kapag syempre lahat naman tayo nasa ibang bansa, di ba? Kapag umuwi tayo, parang, ganyan na yung
Yes.
price niyan. Parang yung rice, yung chicken, ang liliit, yung ganun ba? Parang, bakit ganun ang mahal-mahal masyado na ng price nila? Pero
Yeah,
parang
exactly.
lumiliit na yung portion ng food.
Kaya sa Pilipinas, uso na yung tingi. That's the reason na uso na yung tingi sa
Sakto, yung mga
Pilipinas.
sakto.
Oo. Kasi may majority sa people is medyo mahirap pumili sa bultuhan or yung bulk, no? So kaya nauso yung tingi na market sa Pilipinas. Yeah, sa Southeast Asia, I think Pilipinas yung pinakamahilig dyan sa tingi. Yeah, so that proves the talaga yung inflation. Hindi mo talaga mawawala yan for any countries. In the first place is Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin to battle inflation, right? Dahil sa nangyari sa financial crisis way back to 2008, right? So, ganun. So, right now, I think siguro another thing that we should probably impart with the new traders or new people na papasok sa cryptocurrency market is you choose the product or you choose the project that you think it's may value ba in the future. Just like what Mark is saying, you have to do a lot of research, not just because there's a hype, not just sinabi ng friend mo, right? But deep inside you believe that this particular asset or this particular project really have a space or a value. It has something that it can really do in the community or in the financial world in the let's say 2 years, 3 years, or even 5 years from now. Yeah, probably because no one knows who he really is. It could be not a guy, it could be a lady, it could be a person, but it could be like a company, or it could be a government, right? So we don't know. That's the beauty with Bitcoin right now. People are just speculating.
Selling their Bitcoin or their assets into stablecoin, it doesn't mean na tapos na yung market. It's just that they're trying to get ready